It's all good.
Okay, so we are recording again.
And everyone but Kirk is aware that you have a meeting today, so.
Oh, also, I would also be having said mirror, like a 4 inches one, in my pocket or something, so I can use it in case I need it.
It's kind of large. Does it fit in a pocket?
4 inches. It's 10 centimeters.
It could fit in a coat pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could fit in theory.
Like
Yeah, in a coat pocket, yes, and not in a normal pocket.
no,
Not most pants pockets. It would fit in a coat.
in the inner jacket of a coat or something.
Yeah, it's fine there.
Like it's 10 centimeters. It isn't that big.
It's fine.
No.
And by that, I mean it might fit in some pockets, but even if it did, it really would struggle. It would be hard to get in and out. So a coat pocket should be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so I am ready to start when you people are.
Mm-hmm.
And also in Jack, the other ritual, I will have it pre-activated for the whole night.
Yes, I know. I know what you're talking about. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it and done.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing on. Next night, everyone reduce your blood pool by 1.
Okay.
Even me?
Yes.
I wasn't even in the freaking thing. I wasn't even introduced. Why do I need to reduce my blood?
You've been doing research.
Right, okay. I am...
And you've been casting rituals and shit. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. Down 1.
And then the meeting was like at 11.
So we have what, like 4 hours from when I wake up?
Yes.
4 hours to deal with the mess.
You also notice it's very wet around you.
Oh my god, he wet the floor again.
And when you actually wake up completely, there's a lot of water around.
I guess I need to move again. This always happens. Always. I tried to open the bedroom door.
Water flushes.
No, he can't open it because Kirk put several things in front of it.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can't open the door. The door is blocked.
Did he lock the door, and would the neighbors have come in to turn off the water?
Yes, they would have come in to turn off the water at this point.
Anyone? Help! I'm trapped in here!
Nobody hears you.
Oh, this is glorious.
Well, shit. Does my bedroom have a window?
No.
Of course it doesn't. That would be easy. Is there a phone in my bedroom?
Well,
Probably.
it's a good thing the electricity was turned off.
Phones don't use electricity in
They
the
do.
bedroom.
What? Excuse
They
me?
do not. They do not use active electricity. They get it from the phone.
No, but they literally turned off the electricity to his apartment entirely.
That's good, yes, I approve of this.
Unless, of course, you like having been electrocuted and were stepped out of the bedroom.
Nah.
Or out of your bed. But, you know.
Nah. That would be bad.
You don't say.
So is there a phone?
No. Not anyone you can activate anyway, since it's kind of broken right now.
So there
No,
is a
kind of
phone, but when you
non-active.
pick it up, there's nothing on it.
Yeah, it's turned off.
Did he really cut my phone line?
No,
No, it just
that
turned
was
off.
actually probably the owner of the apartment trying to avoid fire hazards.
Yeah.
Well, this is a mild conundrum. And they didn't think to pull the, they didn't think to pull the wardrobe off.
We're going to do that later when the moving guys arrive tomorrow.
I have a solution. Buff strength and get out from through the wall.
No,
You
I'll
would need
get to
buff
that.
quite high.
I want to go back to the bed and pull out the Fist of God from the bedside table. Namely, my heavy revolver. That's the only thing I want to keep from this place. The rest can go and fuck itself, I think.
Well, it's fine then. Do you want to search the room for anything useful to escape with?
Sure.
You find your toothbrush. You're not sure it's going to help you.
I want to use Spirit's touch on the toothbrush because Ishmael does not recall having one. There is no way he would have a toothbrush in there. If he had one, which I don't think he does, it would be in the bathroom. That's not supposed to be there.
Oh,
Sure, roll it. Roll the 6.
Not really.
You get the sense that you think you know exactly what it is. Actually, you do know exactly what it is. It was your primogen that placed it there.
Touche. Touche. Ishmael appreciates the gesture.
Oh boy.
It means that essentially means that I've been talking shit about him and need to stop. If I read this correctly.
Possibly.
Okay. Ishmael appreciates the message. He understands what's being said here. He's picking up what's being put down.
I love Malkavians. I fucking love them. I love Malkavians. Oh my god. They just
Oh
work to
boy. So do I. So do I.
Oh my god.
Ishmael's gonna just tuck it in the inside pocket of his a bartender's coat, if he has an inside pocket on it, and just think about how else he can get out. But this is mildly inconvenient. Huh. How tough are the walls here?
You have a feeling the walls between the rooms aren't that tough, but the walls between the apartments are pretty tough.
Well, how about the one under you?
Floor would
The
have to
floor
be
is
pretty
really
tough.
And yeah,
I don't want to buff that much. So essentially, I have like 6 bullets and a heavy revolver to work with. Even my lockpicks would probably be in the living room, tucked away somewhere for when I go out.
or in one of the coppers you put in front of the door.
Or that.
Wait, aren't the connecting walls in an apartment made from
Yeah,
plywood?
the connecting walls between the apartments, those are definitely made of tough stuff.
They could
What?
be steel even.
No,
Steel's pretty
room.
popular.
No. Between apartment rooms.
No,
Not
those
apartments.
things are made of fuck all.
Okay, does
So-
my door open, bedroom door open inwards or outwards?
Outwards.
Of course it does. Next time I'm picking an apartment that the bedroom door opens inwards. That was a strategic mistake. I recognize that. Now I need to think about how to undo this.
Well,
I don't want to break the walls. That would be a bad thing. Shit, how much blood do I have to work with?
you're thinking about it. Hey,
Do you want to
Chris,
actually
you know
search the
what?
room this time?
Chris. Madness Network.
Yes,
you
you can
can't
ask them.
use it.
I don't
What?
have foreign awareness yet, so I couldn't call them. And even if I could, I wouldn't accept as a very last resort because I don't want them seeing me in trouble that I can't get out of myself.
You could just, call to them, or call to see if the Madness Network has any advice.
No.
What?
Well, I'm thinking that with essentially not trying to just shove things off, but with steady pressure, if I buffed my strength to like 5, I would eventually be able to get enough of a gap to get out.
Yes.
Not actually especially likely, considering that I think Kirk has a base of 7 in total.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So he
He
probably
a
put
lot of
it.
shit in front of there.
There
So
is
generally, when you're so strong, you generally make it so that people of equal strength would have a pretty tough time doing it.
there isn't enough durable shit in the apartment to make that big a pile. Not enough to make Kirk have trouble. Be
Did
serious.
you have a fridge? There's now a wet floor with a bunch of furniture digging into the floor itself. Good luck.
There would at least be a freezer. I'm not sure if it would be a full-sized fridge, but there would at least be a freezer because I kept frozen fishes in there.
Well, congratulations.
I mean,
Do you have
work
something
on
to wash your clothes? Washing machine or something? Or is this a thing yet? Is
Yeah,
Most
it
hotels
is-
and such would have it. As
This
more of
isn't
community
a
thing.
hotel, this is a apartment. Like, on the
Like,
cheaper side.
Apartments, hotels, a lot of them are pretty equal in a lot of ways.
I
They
think
usually have
it-
some kind of community thing.
Yeah, Ishmael would have gone downstairs to a community thing to wash. This, I don't think it's a big enough apartment. I think it's just a bedroom and a living room slash
You could
kitchen.
just lift off. You could have just taken the oven or something.
He
Yes,
could literally
oven, freezer.
get-
The point still stands. This is gonna be a bitch to try and get through.
with just push.
Especially with a wet
Your
floor.
bedroom. Chris, what other stuff would you have in your bedroom outside of, the odd toothbrush?
I just want to look and see if this counts as major... Like, if this kind of property damage would force Kirk to roll for humanity. Intentional
so-
property damage is a 5 sin. So fuck
could.
you! You
Yeah,
literally
but-
destroyed the apartment. I don't care. You wrecked it,
But I think I have a good reason why I did it in the end, so
dude. You are
feel good
damaging
about
the
yourself
apartment
afterwards,
of
but
the.
Yes, you can roll conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
you
it's like
are
this.
damaging-
You're hurting its owner, not me, in the long term.
And the ones under him and to his sides.
Yes. You
Yeah.
fucked
You
over
are
a lot
so-
of people.
You are
Yeah.
co-
Then
collateral
please roll
damage.
conscience at 8.
Fuck you.
check.
He does not regret it. He does not regret it.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Wait, it is a fail.
Yeah,
so
but this is actually
what?
bad for you. If he had actually gone and regretted it, he might have come back and undone it.
Hey, Chris, how well is your performance? How high is it?
It's really
Eh,
high. He has a really high.
I have a
performance.
merit that gives me a -2 on all performance rolls in terms of difficulty.
Yeah. Now, this is, just an idea, but because we are spending too much time, why don't you use a revolver to shoot your shoulder and fake death or wounded, and get the police to get you out?
How does that help?
Yeah, that is
Does
not
not
a
help
good
at all.
idea. I tried calling for help. I was gonna play it off as in that crazy bastard, locked me in here, but apparently no one's answering to my yells, so...
Raise
I
amount.
don't care if they can't hear you.
Oh,
Not even just about
So-
not hearing
You
you.
could
That's
always
not
shoot
something.
off the hinges of the door.
The problem is the stuff in front of the door, not the door itself.
Well,
Yeah.
at least I could get through the door, and if there's enough of a gap between the wardrobe and the door frame at the top, I could try and climb over it. That would still be easier.
Yes.
But you need
probably.
to remove the door from the equation and it opens
Because I
outward.
can't open it
So-
enough to actually get past the door itself.
Yes, that's the problem with it.
Yeah, but if he shoots shoots the door enough that the door just falls in, it can just fall. With the door fall inwards, it will be a lot easier for him to get.
Oh no,
I
it
would
wouldn't
go-
fall inwards.
It won't. That's not how those doors work.
Yeah, no, like
It's
yes,
true.
especially in the 50s, door tended to be sturdy, of a single piece of wood or some shit. Or hell, even in double-sided. But
So yeah, it looks like I have two choices. I can wait and hope something goes right, or I can try and break through the wall. I don't think Ishmael would try to bust through immediately. He would keep
do it.
calling for help for a couple of hours and then bust out if no help was coming. Like, he would wait, like I have 4 hours till the meeting. Let's say Ishmael waits like 2.
I doubt there's gonna be much in the way of help coming for you, for various reasons.
Help! Help! This crazy bastard trapped me in here! Help!
I mean, the neighbors have probably decided to leave the room for the day. The ones underneath you have probably left because water damage. And they want to get the plumber to come in tomorrow to try and fix things up.
Yeah.
you're
I must have
fucking-
just rolled the landlord was here to check it out again, but no, he's not here.
probably. This is
I
fucking
think Kirk well and truly did fuck you pretty good.
yeah.
So I'm gonna smash to the wall now.
Are you seriously gonna say that nobody hears? Like, passes
There's no one
through?
to hear.
Everyone nearby isn't sleeping in their rooms because of the water
It's
damage.
7 p.m. when we wake up, right? So we're...
Yeah,
It's
they
not
have
that
plenty of time
late.
to move their stuff out for now.
Yes, but it's not that late. People wouldn't be sleeping here. It's still relatively
Literally
early.
no one's here because they moved all their stuff away already.
Yeah, they are in the process of moving out of the flooded apartments.
Or
under.
at least temporarily so that they can get
Yeah, they probably have
refurbished.
like a motel where they're sleeping at and stuff. And
Like, really? There's literally no one going up to the apartments above?
They would take the elevator, if anything. Or the stairs. They wouldn't care about your room.
The elevator is not usable because you said they cut the power.
Yeah. Stairs, at the very
So
least.
the stairs.
Would they have closed the outer door to my apartment?
yes, it would have been closed.
Probably, yeah.
Why would they leave it open? It's not locked, but yeah, it wouldn't be open.
Okay, fuck. Fine, I'm gonna buff to 5.
First,
Smash that.
So, I suppose I picked the most appropriate wall I can think of.
The thinnest one, per se.
So, I suppose I roll a strength check.
Mm-hmm. Roll strength at 6.
Okay.
Do you want to take an implement to do this?
Like anything I can find, yes. At this point, it doesn't matter.
Yes, you can get like a +2 dice if you take some. If you can think of something specific in this room that you have right now that you could just rip off or something.
Oh,
Red
well, the mirror is fucked up. But I said it was a standing mirror and it probably has a metal frame. Can I use that as a tool to just smash a hole like a battering
I
ram?
think it's a bit too flimsy for that.
Use the bedpost.
Just use the bedpost.
Like, it is made to be sturdy. It is the 50s. They make sturdy bedposts, you know. They aren't IKEA furnitures yet. They don't exist yet.
You're
IKEA
probably
makes
just
good
going.
furniture.
You're probably just going to bash through some pressed wood with some asbestos insulation, man. It's
Yeah,
not a big
that
deal.
is the inner walls in America, if I remember right.
Yep.
Like, even
So it's going to.
even
You're going to
ceiling-
break through the walls pretty easy. It's just you need something with some area to do it with.
Like, you
Yeah.
can literally just shoulder bash yourself out of it. Because
Yeah,
I
but it
have
takes
tested
a long time to do it with shoulder
Yeah,
bashing.
I'd rather not shoulder bash. I suppose if I can get a bedpost off easily, I would use that.
Yes, you can get a +2 bonus, +2 dice on that.
Okay.
2 more.
Let's roll 7 dice at 6. There you go. The wall is very much smashed.
I step out
What?
into the bathroom.
Well, enough that he can go and just rip through the wall without having to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I
good.
step out into the bathroom. I would like to say that for security reasons, I rent these under fake names.
It's fine.
I believe you.
I'm just
You
gonna
live
go to
long
the.
enough to do
Is my clothing very wet, or is it just like my shoes?
Well,
No, you're just-
more
just shoes. You're
likely,
sleeping
you're just
on the
covered
bed.
in a bunch of insulation and shit.
that. Yeah,
Because
that's
you had to
it.
break down a wall.
Okay.
You can, you know,
Yeah, I'm
put it
gonna
off or something.
just brush myself off, and I just casually head on over to the bar as if nothing has happened.
Your shoes slosh as you walk.
Ah, it's fine. He hit the paddle.
I
It's not-
stop in a dark alley, take off my shoes, pour out the water, take off my socks, put the shoes back on, and head on towards the bar.
Squeak, but yeah, it's not as bad.
I'm just gonna pretend as if nothing has happened.
So, Kirk, you wake up. Do you do anything special?
Probably just go hunt a little bit.
Yeah, you can hunt. He's fine.
Yeah.
I say we should probably get over to the Tremere meeting that is supposed to happen in
Oh, also,
just a little while.
Well,
Also,
you
Well, I have.
you still have
Hey,
like 3
also-
hours till that, right? Cause
You said you waited multiple hours before
Yes,
you even
but-
thought of breaking down the
Yeah.
wall.
Yes.
This is before
so I'm
that.
ahead.
This is after
Yeah.
Kirk wakes up, which
Yeah.
is before the.
yeah.
I'm ahead
Okay,
in the
okay.
timeline. You still have that time to work with.
Might as well just go hunt for a moment. I don't need much, just one person. So.
Also, Jack, I want to point out, since I probably know about that, I will probably also be on hunting, since I know I'm, a bit drained, per se.
Yes, you may hunt.
And
I think I would just use the herd for one point.
Do you want to roll charisma? What do you want to roll for the hunting?
yeah, let me see exactly. So
You can roll charisma. Charisma.
I
empathy.
need 2 people. I need two people, and you know what? Fuck it. I'm going dominate on that shit, and then forgetful mind.
You don't.
know.
We just counted dominate as the reduction in difficulty.
Yeah, like 1 to feed off and 1 to
Like, if you-
do forgetful mind.
And the way we
I'm just
do
going
it
to have-
with disciplines, still, if you have a discipline that can help you hunt and you choose to use it, each dot you have in that discipline reduces the difficulty by further 1. So with Dominate
Yeah.
3, it would just go down, by 3 because you have 3 different useful powers that you can enact.
And I roll manipulation, subterfuge, I imagine, for the way I
Yeah,
have.
you can roll charisma empathy. But I'm not sure manipulation subterfuge apply here. Manipulation empathy would.
Yeah, well, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Difficulty 3.
You're rolling a difficulty 4 right now, and you have 8 dice in manipulation empathy.
8.
Yes, 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
No, in manipulation empathy you don't have 9 dice. You have 8.
Why? No, oh yeah. Why empathy?
Because subterfuge doesn't apply in this case.
You need to
okay.
use something to actually attract people to you, and subterfuge is more about concealing stuff.
So 8 and 3. 8 at 4? Although I have 3? Okay, it's fine.
8 at 4.
Yeah. I would not kill anyone, so does that mean I will manage to top myself off for once? Of different
Really?
people.
You would get 3 victims with this.
Yeah, we count 2 successes as basically victim.
Well, 1 success is the first one, and every 2 after that gives you a bonus target.
Yeah, so I should be topped up.
Yeah, you should be good.
Yeah.
Because you can take 2 from
Yes,
each,
that's-
which means a total of 6.
And yeah, and also I have 2 extra. So for the sake of not wasting, I'm just gonna temporary blood buff. I don't know, perception, because
What? do that?
You can't. Unless you
No,
have something special that allows you to
Yeah.
buff non-physical stats.
Yeah, just buff stamina 2 times. Yes, my bad.
That also could actually be a conscience roll because that means you're deliberately overfeeding for no particular reason.
Oh, sure, if you want, we can roll that.
Good.
But
Most of us just ignore taking any extra. We just go up to full.
oh, all right. Then,
Well, he's
yeah.
not really.
Yeah, I'm not killing anyone. I'm basically making them forget that I did it. So
If you're
No,
just
no.
taking 2, if he's just taking 2 points, then I mean, in theory,
Not,
he's
not
not
the 2
hurting any.
points. It's not the 2 points. It's that
Yes,
he's saying
I'm-
that he
I
once
know,
he
I'm looking
finds
at-
another person to once he finds another person to eat from, he decided to buff himself and eat another person.
Yes, I'm looking at the casual violation, but it seems like the situation is a bit light to justify discounting as level 2 sin. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
Because-
no, I'm not really saying a level 2 sin, but
Yeah, because that's
the-
where it would be on the hierarchy,
mhm.
in
it
theory.
seems that's really, that's really eating more than you need for no real reason.
For
If you had a
the sake of
reason, I could see it.
For the
Still,
sake of
why do
efficiency.
you want to eat more than? Why do you want to drink from them outside of getting full hungry?
I want to get my blood up, to my max.
Yes, and you literally don't need to drink any more than that.
Yeah, it's fine. I won't drink. I will just make my way into the fucking meeting.
Okay. It just seems weird, that's all.
Yeah, I thought that I owed to do it.
Because most vampires, once they're full, they would just stop hunting. So,
Okay. So, if my calculations are right, Ishmael would show up at the bar about an hour to half an hour before the meeting, so just let me know when we reach that point with everyone.
I mean, after
I just
the
figured we'd go
hunt-
on to the meeting.
Yeah, after the
I'd
hunt,
also
I
go
probably.
to the meeting unless anyone else wants to.
Yeah,
do
actually, I
something.
forgot to roll my own fucking hunting roll. I'd be using, by the way, Dex and Stealth.
Yes, this is fine. Please roll at 4. You can
That's
get
actually not a lot. Yeah, that's just 4 blood points.
That's 2 victims, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
two
2
victims.
victims.
So at 2 they are safe. At 3 they are not unconscious, right?
Right, that's right. 3 is somewhat dangerous, but 2 is just completely safe.
Well,
3 is
if
only
they are-
dangerous because it's, it can actually have physical effects.
Are you using Epic? Are you using the herd you've gathered?
I did for the 1 blood point. Because I'm only taking 1 blood point, so whatever. I just figured I might as well just use the herd instead.
Oh, also, I assume some of us have a car or some shit. Or
Some of us
sort.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would
Who these
my
people
You
are?
You will already be at the place.
Who?
You don't need to travel.
Oh, me. I am already there.
Yeah, your
Yes,
turn here.
you will be arriving there. You can
Okay.
take it.
My God, who is typing so loud?
Sorry. I'm
It's a bit
coming up with a
loud.
way to fuck Demi by whispering to Jakalor.
No, it's
Wow,
fine.
rude.
It's fine. Just go lighter on it. Or
It's just the way my desk is arranged and my keyboard ends up being rather close to the mic. Sorry.
You get
You
used to
can-
it.
Yep.
okay.
By the way, Demi, the kind of shit you did, that's what makes people lose faith in humanity and go Sabat.
Not quite.
So what about the shit you did to him? What does that do to people?
That was just trying to teach him the first level of dementation. He said before the game started he wanted to learn eventually.
No.
I'm teaching you! You take it and you enjoy it!
By making me think that I'm gay, or Malkavian's gay. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's when you see past the fuckery to the truth underneath that you will have learned. Clearly you need more fuckery because you're not there yet.
Would we need someone to count the 2 fuckers down at the meeting?
By the way, Steel, if you want,
Yeah.
I will teach you dementation. I won't even drive you permanently insane, probably.
I doubt that you can.
Jakalor told me that it was my decision as to whether I was fully plugging you into Madness Network and gave you a permanent arrangement. It's up to the Malkavian teaching you. So,
Yeah, do I
it depends on how lucky you feel and how much you trust me.
I mean, I have thaumaturgy on its path. I won't give experience into other stuff if I can get other better stuff, you know?
Like, just keep in mind, it's an option. Obfuscate to help presence as well.
Yeah, I know.
In exchange for a minor favor in return, like, I don't know, say, dominate. Potentially.
Who? Wait, to teach you to dominate.
Can we do this afterwards?
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
Because
Yes,
this is not in character at all.
True,
Yeah,
true.
yeah. True.
You can do your dealing and wheeling outside of the game.
Or in the game in character. Both
Yes.
are,
Yeah.
But yeah, continuing on. I don't think Bacon.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
not hunting.
I could hunt, not that needed, but yeah, why not?
Okay. Did say dinner.
What would be the difficulty?
Difficulty. What are you using?
Dex Pro,
What do you say?
Dex Stealth, actually.
Roll difficulty 4. You can totally get enough blood to get the full. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just need to chew.
Are you feeding past satiation?
Nah.
You know, it just occurred to me that our games are vastly inferior to the Twin Cities by Night because I don't think we've had a single dead hooker yet. Unless you count Chloe in Springfield.
I count Chloe in Springfield.
I mean, she wasn't a hooker, she was just a shallow club-going bitch. You
Who was
know?
the primary love interest of one of our PCs?
Bullshit! His
And got
primary
ripped
love
to
interest
shreds.
was Gianna, and you know it! Gianna was the primary love interest. Don't you dare doubt that!
I severely doubt that, because both in and out of character, he didn't trust her as far as he could throw her.
He let her eat the prince!
Because she manipulated him to that point.
I mean, it's still a win. An NPC, La Sombra Antitribu, who literally everyone hated, weaseled her way into the player-run chantry and ended up eating the prince. It was great.
I liked her. You cannot proclaim everyone hated her. Yorick in character liked her. I out of character liked her.
Okay, fair enough. Your character liked her. Everyone else hated her, though.
This is true.
Like, literally, she had the Flaw clan enmity, Sire's resentment, and she was a La Sombra Antitribu. She was 2 seconds away from getting shanked in a dark alley when the party picked her up.
By the way, for as far as horse go, we did kill Alberta, so I think that counts.
She was never
Why
a
don't we get ahead
prostitute.
in this fucking thing? People. Fuck it.
We need more dead hookers is my point, so Gunther, could you please help us?
No,
Don't worry about it, Gunther.
Günther. So you have hunted. I guess you all, unless you have something to do, you all meet up at the bar.
Yeah, he's going to the bar.
Wait, is it the bar the meeting place?
No. We're getting ready to go to the meeting at
Yes.
our bar.
Okay.
Ishmael just
Most-
gives Kirk a blank look.
No, you're not
Whenever,
there yet.
well, whenever he walks in, essentially. I'm gonna
So,
just
guys
put
ready
my-
to get going?
Put
Sure.
less tokens around.
By the way, during this entire time, I will be absolutely ignoring Ismail.
Ismail
here
is... Yeah, Ismail...
He's not here yet.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, he's not here. Yeah, because Chris just said something here because that he was here. So
I know. Then Jack rebutted him and said he's not here yet.
Like,
so,
whenever I get
So,
there.
you guys ready to go yet?
Butch is like, I'm ready.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, let's go.
We wait
I'm
for
Going
Ismail.
to just presume Ismail is doing his own stuff. So, let's just get going, I suppose.
Well, with the way time aligns, at this point I'm probably in the VIP room with one of the hookers.
No, you're not.
How long did it take me to break through the wall?
It's the other
Not
stuff that it took long, like waiting. You?
Yes.
You're just-
Let me just calculate it out. We had 4 hours from the moment I woke up. You said so. 2 hours waiting, 1 hour to
You
break
said
through
no.
the...
You said a few hours. That's 3.
No,
I said
not
2.
even. No, he said
Two.
2. He said 2.
Yes.
Okay.
I with you.
So, assuming an hour to break through the wall, the bar's relatively close
An
because
hour.
Demi made it up as the sun was literally coming up. So, 20 minutes to get there. So, I should be more or less there as they're heading out.
You should be. You're cutting it real close though.
Yeah, you're arriving right now, is the thing.
Oh, Ismail.
Hi, Xandor.
I think you got some stuff in your hair.
So, any discipline we use, it's 1 blood point, right?
No.
It depends on the discipline. If it's thaumaturgy, yes. Dominate, no.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the disciplines are actually pretty specific on what does and doesn't,
Aspects?
etc.
Aspects?
Aspects generally doesn't most
Okay.
of the time.
Did I actually miss something when I was brushing myself off?
You didn't.
I mean,
You may.
there was a
have.
lot of stuff. I'm presuming you got some still on you, unless you really took some time on it.
Yeah.
I just
Because you never
casually
know.
run a hand through my hair. Is it gone?
Most of it is. I think I'll take a shower or something to really get off, though.
Yeah,
What happened?
it's someone broke the mirrors in my apartment. I'll be moving, of course.
I want everyone to roll empathy. He's bluntly lying. He doesn't say the full shit.
He's not lying. That it did happen.
He's telling the truth.
I can roll my subterfuge with my merit that lowers difficulty. That would be, let's see, 7 I think, because I don't have... Yeah. The specialties don't apply, but it's still 7 successes. I think Xandor might be able to see through this. Theoretically.
If Xandor really cared, I'd probably, see about trying to lower it more than just my aspect. Here, I'll give it a try.
Oh.
You got 2 more successes than me. You're
1.
fairly convincing.
I don't have a specialization for this. I have stuff like Long Con and Fact Conjuring.
Okay, 1 more success than me. So, Xandor could doubt you're telling the complete truth, but he doesn't really care, so whatever. If you want to lie about what happened to you, go ahead.
And Kirk pretty much knows the exact truth, but
Yeah, Kirk knows the truth. He doesn't care.
Oh, well, you want to get going, Ismail? I don't think most people will care how you look, so...
Yes, we probably should. I don't think there's time.
I doubt it. I mean, we kind of waited till almost the last minute here, so yeah, let's get going. I keep forgetting whoever drives, though.
I think.
Guys, it's fine. I got this. I can drive.
No, you don't.
I think it was Gunther last time, or was it Butch? Yeah, it was
I
Gunther.
think it was Gunther, I think.
Can
I think
Bacon
Gunther's
not,
the only one with drive.
can Bacon not speak, or are we
Which
just
is drive?
overwhelming him with our voices?
Oh, no.
Okay. fair
Okay,
enough.
so he just can't speak right now. So yeah, he drives.
So, Gunther, you're good at guns, right? You know, could we go to the range at some point? Could you show me how to shoot? See, you're a good friend. I appreciate that, I truly do.
where are we exactly going?
We're going to the meeting. We're about to actually meet your character.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Kirk
If I-
might recognize. Kirk
If-
might recognize the area if he wasn't, hadn't been completely drunk out of his mind at the time.
You know, if I really wanted to break Kirk and consider him an enemy, I would try to lick his face tonight. But that I think might be a bridge too far. Given the current political climate in the car.
I will cut your. I will cut your fucking tongue with my claws. Have fun repairing it.
He can regrow it probably in a week.
The problem is that Ishmael's tongue is what he considers his best feature, so he would be really upset by that, actually.
Mhm.
I mean, honey, don't you recall how I used my tongue
No.
last night?
Oh my god.
Xandor is interested in the weird tension in the air.
This is glorious.
I mean, Kirk at least should be relatively easy to read.
If it's all right, could I roll for a general gist of
Yes.
Just- how they're kind of feeling towards each other?
Yes.
What, intuition?
What do you want me to roll for that?
Well, I just wanted to state that while I just wanted to state I was going to act this out later, but I guess if Epic is doing such a thing like this, I wanted to state that after flooding his place, I would have calmed down a lot. But, you know, I'd still be more like a small grudge.
So yeah.
Don't worry, Ishmael isn't pressuring you. He knows how you work.
Just roll perception empathy.
Okay. Particular difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
Aspects included? Or base?
No. Base.
So difficulty 4 then in total?
Yes.
How long has Xandor been with us? It's been years, right?
No, not too long actually.
How long?
Like
Yeah.
6 months or
Few
so now.
months, maybe.
I
It
mean-
doesn't matter. He has 8 fucking successes.
No, I might just mean
I got
that
9
he
successes.
might, in general, have heard about us playing pranks on each other. So he...
Much more importantly, I probably know you two better than you know each other for reasons.
Yeah. You read them like open books.
Yay!
Ishmael's a
I
little
think I
bit...
just-
Dirty letter.
yeah,
There's some dirty things in those books.
Ishmael is a little bit butthurt about how that went. He expected to come out a bit more ahead in the nuclear exchange, but he's willing to let it go.
So, Isval decided to play a prank on Kirk. Kirk reciprocated. Kirk is still being probably worsely affected, but Ismail was surprisingly hurt as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in Ishmael's mind, he thinks of it in terms of a thermonuclear exchange, I think. Because that's the only way to describe what we did to each other.
All right. Yay, Xandor knows all, as he is supposed to.
Is nuclear exchanges a fear yet?
No, I guess. No, not really.
When the Soviets
yeah.
got that bomb? 49?
Maybe.
Wait, who are you talking about getting the bomb? Because,
Soviets.
The Soviet Union.
Soviets?
Because I know America got it in 45, when, you know, or
yeah.
something like that.
There were 2 of them.
Pretty.
Yeah.
I think Soviets were actually a little bit more behind the ball on that. They were like 54 or something. I don't know.
Soviet atomic bomb project. First weapons test, 29th August 1949.
You're on the spot.
All right. Yeah. So yeah,
With a
we're
year
right.
ago now.
Kind of getting there. Getting right into it.
I mean, Ishmael's is a few decades ahead in how, you know, in normal people consciousness thing. Because he, you know,
Yep.
Eyes of Chaos, pulling references to things that haven't happened yet.
That's
so,
fine. That's fine.
yeah.
We're getting to the meeting now.
Do we
Yeah.
have
Yes.
to?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Trust me.
How much do you like?
You don't
How
have it.
much do you like? How much do you like your sanity of the character that still exists there?
Excuse me? You do not
It's
want
about
to
you.
get in this exchange with me. I can tell you that right now. You will lose.
Ah,
God, why the fuck
okay.
is...
Let's go. Let's go to the meeting.
Hello. Why is it not allowing to place to drag you out? There we go.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Is that Steel?
Somebody.
He
There are
looks
still
like
good dudes
food.
Looks
they
like
all-
Oh,
The
They will
old,
not be
Bernie.
making just yet.
the
First-
old dude, not so much, but
Grab the goddamn thing, goddammit!
only if you insist.
The address given to you by the ghoul, well, this what you think was a ghoul, leads to a small mansion in the richer part of town. The walls are unusually high.
What's the usual
And
height
would
of
you can-
walls?
Not double your height.
Boost me up, Kirk. Boost me up.
6-meter walls there.
Yeah, like fully try to break into a mansion that you are invited to attend to. It should go loud.
Anyway, when you can see some trees behind you can see some trees towering over the walls. There's a gate outside of which stands a single guard. Well, appears to be a guard. He seems to be in impeccable condition. Yes.
I want to tell him he has something on the back of his suit.
Can you do that after we get out of the car, please?
Yeah.
Well, when we're going past him, assuming.
Well, he's waiting to open the gates for you.
Sure.
Presumably, it's on the driver's side.
Yeah.
Gunther, you're up.
Gunther, you recognize the man as the same man that gave you the letter. So you've arrived. Good. I shall let you inside. Park the car outside. Park the car only where I show that where you should park the car. Nowhere else. He opens the gate and leads the car along a small road. There's a lot of vegetation around here. He points at a spot without any vegetation at all, and says that that's where you should park the car. Mm-hmm. Please step out. Please step out of the car, and follow me inside. You guys oblige.
Get out of the car. Start following him.
Oh, by the way, you have something there on the back of your jacket.
Let me roll something secretly.
Had to be done.
I'm glad you waited until we were at least out of the car. Now I can run if needed.
I don't.
Well, if you say so.
He is quite certain about this.
Oh yes, Ishmael tries to look certain as well.
No, trust me, he is very, very certain about
Oh yes, I have no doubt he just used some bullshit to be certain of this. I'm not trying to fool him, but Ishmael would still, play along, essentially. He wouldn't push it, but he would play along.
Please, everyone, roll perception alertness.
It's fucking
Or perception
vampires.
medicine, whichever is higher.
Alertness is definitely higher for me. I do have medicine.
At what difficulty?
Difficulty 7 if you're rolling with alertness rather than medicine.
Mm-hmm. Auspex helps.
So
Yes,
if I don't have alertness,
you just roll perception at 7.
okay.
Prospects help or not?
Yes, we already said that it helps.
Helps. Okay. Well, with that being the case, we don't go any lower than 3 on difficulty, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So might as well use alertness.
Are you using medicine, Chris?
No, but I have 4
Oh, you have
aspects.
4 aspects.
I have 4 aspects too.
Hmm.
I do have medicine, but the difficulty was indifferent because
Mhm.
both go three.
Uh,
This one for the higher dice.
Landor and Chris, Landor and Ishmael.
Yes.
There, you definitely notice that this guy's face and everything about his body is way too perfect for any normal human.
So, did you hire Fleshcrafter?
Don't say that out loud.
Did you just say that out loud?
God damn it.
You said that out loud.
Oh,
Ishmael would have said that out loud. He would have. He's stupid like that. He would have.
Vicissitude is
immediately-
illegal. Vicissitude is illegal within Clan Tremere.
Well, I learned something
It's
new
illegal
today.
within Camarilla, technically.
Well, it's
Wait,
legal to be
what?
as a
He just
Mitzi, I think.
insinuated he's with the Sabat.
did he ask a ghoul if he was performed fleshcraft upon?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or
Or whatever that creature is. I assume it's a homunculus of some kind, but I don't think I have the ability to know
No,
that
you don't.
necessarily.
No, you don't have
Yeah.
Taumaturg.
Out of character, we're probably pretty sure it's a homunculus. In character, he just insinuated that someone
Well,
among the Tremere.
Well, in
Flip
theory,
Sabat.
as a rare mutation, they can end up with vicissitude.
Yes, and it's
Oh, I know
outlawed
that.
within the it's not actually practiced within the Clan Tremere ever.
We kill them if we find it out.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
Where do you source that the discipline itself would be legal?
Mostly because the higher ups don't want vicissitude within the clan.
Okay, so it's legal for Tremere. It wouldn't necessarily be legal for the Camarilla if it was used in a way that doesn't break the Masquerade.
Yes, in theory, there's nothing illegal about it within the Camarilla.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't think Ishmael would know just how much Tremere dislike mention of vicissitude. I really don't think he would. He doesn't have the stats or the history for it to know. So he would
Not
definitely
many
say
are
stupid shit
fun.
like that. What are you telling the storyteller, Epic? Are you working against other party members again?
Not right now.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, that also epic. That also. Anyway, he leads you to the mansion itself. It's the doors are inside and leads you inside. Asks you to take off all of your jackets and stuff, such, and hand them over to him.
You want the gun as well?
Yes. Any armament should be handed over as well.
Oh,
Good.
think
Zador never carries any armaments.
Do insanity-causing disciplines count as armaments? Because I think I might need to stay outside.
No, your disciplines do not count as armaments. You are, however, asked to not activate them.
Well, since you asked nicely, I'll oblige. Ishmael turns off aspects.
Because
This
people can tell
is
when you have,
the...
regular aspects activated.
Ishmael doesn't think in those terms.
You are in a Tremere territory. It is wise to not fuck with disciplines.
Wow,
their
he's
own-
already doing the Tremere dick measuring thing. I can tell he is gonna fit in well. This is the Fist of God, a weapon of great power and history. Take good care of it. I capped a bitch with it once.
At this point, Xandor will just bow to the homunculus and apologize. I am so sorry for him.
You are not. You are. I am not the one you should be apologizing to. If you feel an apology is necessary.
What, do I still have something in my hair?
He ignores Ishmael.
Sandor,
I do not have any weapons to hand over. I am not in any way able to use them anyway, so...
Gunter just give him one of his pistols. The one that he was
Only
carrying.
one of them.
No, yeah, the only one that he was carrying.
Mm-hmm. He will take the stuff and put it in a safe in the wall.
He just whispers to the rest of them, did not bring my rifle today, so things may go bad. It always goes bad when they don't have it.
He then brings you into a dining room where there's been some glasses have been served, and there are some bottles with some red liquid inside, which you can assume is blood. There are two people at the far end of the table. Neither of whom you recognize. This person and this person. The elderly-looking gentleman says, "Alistair, you are free to go. Thank you." And Alistair leaves.
he named his magical creation. Wow, perv.
So, you may wonder why I've invited you here today.
On a side note, my character is probably reading a book, a horror story or some shit.
Andor would certainly be nodding his head.
Is it one of H.P. Lovecraft's work?
Call of Cthulhu, to be exact.
Oh, fuck.
Please roll perception alertness. Ishmael.
Can I roll willpower not to notice the book?
No. You can't roll willpower to not notice something you don't know about.
Okay, fine. Good thing I turned my ausp. I am attentive, so that's 5.
Yeah,
You
so-
can quite legitimately read H.P. Lovecraft.
And
Call of
it is
Cthulhu.
leather bound. I mean, it is leather bound and everything, you know, it seems...
Ooh, the extra mile.
Oh, you're a fan of Lovecraft.
And my character will just casually nod and wait and not speak out of respect for his elder. As elder's about to speak.
So, I've invited you here today because I wanted to introduce you to my fellow Tremere here. Please, introduce yourself.
A pleasure to
Yes.
make your acquaintance. My name is Zach. Oh, wait. Was he talking to the other guy?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
talking
my
about this character.
Okay, my bad. Misunderstood that.
Jason casually closes the book, places it on top of the table, carefully, and introduces himself by saying, "My name is Jason Brandy, and I'm pleased to have made the acquaintance," with a small head bow. Respectful.
And my name is Charles Forge.
Who is saying that?
Oh, Charles Forge.
Like,
The guy.
I assume the, the old guy.
Oh, my. Okay, yeah.
Would we have seen them in town at
No.
Elysium at any... They're new.
I'm assuming no, since they both spend most of the time doing research.
So you know about them.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Want to reveal them onto the actual character thing?
Yes, I will
on
now
the
reveal both of
list?
them.
Weird, I don't see him in the Tremere. Oh well.
Oops, apparently I forgot to. They're not. Is it? Why the fuck is it not working?
I don't know.
Why the fuck was this not working?
It's alright, don't worry about it.
Shouldn't I?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
There, now I can do it. There.
There
Now
we go.
Oh
you should
my, eyes so blue. Demi, I might have found a replacement for you.
Oh, you don't want to fuck with him. That's
There.
my advice.
This ugly man seems to walk with a limp. 10 out of 10 description.
Yeah.
Oh. There should be a flaw for Ishmael, like can't keep his mouth shut. I'm not gonna say anything, but I am tempted.
Anyway, continuing on. So, wait, have you guys yet introduced yourselves? You didn't say your names yet,
No.
did you?
No,
I figured
no.
that would be coming right after they did theirs.
He asked you guys to introduce yourselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Xandor Lucian.
Oh.
Nobody else is going to say anything?
Ishmael
No.
will actually step forward and offer his hand with a slight bow. Ishmael handsome.
Oh. Xandor bowed his head. He didn't actually bow his body. He just gave a little bow of his head when he introduced himself.
Yeah. My Jason would return the bow of the head and seems to hold his hands behind his back, not taking the offer of the hand.
I would be offering to the gentleman who's clearly higher ranking first anyway.
Then state it.
Fine. Ishmael steps forward with confidence until he's within handshaking range of the two vampires that aren't currently of the party. He then slightly bows forward, bending his body about 10 degrees, and offers his right hand to the higher ranking Tremere.
Yeah.
The high-ranking takes your hand and shakes it.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir.
Full description.
He feels very physically weak.
So we're about the same strength is what you're saying.
Yes.
Ishmael will not buff to not make him feel bad about himself.
The old-looking guy with a limp has the same strength as you. You should feel bad.
I then turn slightly and offer my hand to the younger dude. What was his name? Jason.
Jason seems to not take the hand, just make a slight head bow. Not too keen on touching people he doesn't know.
Rude.
I see. Well, a pleasure
And
all
he-
the same.
he says in response, a pleasure to meet you as well. I do not trust you specifically, so we will see later for any physical contact.
Oh my fucking god.
Excuse me?
Oh
You
my
are
fucking
excused.
god, you tried to do this already.
Okay.
You are excused.
Status-wise, is it wise for him to be insulting me?
No, it's not.
You have more status right now, yes.
Is it... I mean, like, if it's a 1 dot difference, that's pretty easy to forgive, but if it's a 2 dot difference, then... Fuck
No,
is
it's
the-
only a 1 difference.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll get along great, and we'll learn to trust each other. Just the slightest twitch on the left eye at this treatment.
A small grin appears on Jason's face at the motion.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. That's fucking shit.
Well, I believe there
You're doing
are
great, you're
others
doing great.
here who wish to introduce themselves, so I'll give them the chance.
Well, Butch steps forward. I'm Butch. I'm pleased to meet you.
Oh my fucking
What?
god.
He offers a hand. What?
He doesn't offer a hand, just says pleased to meet you, and steps back.
Yeah, he.
There's no etiquette.
Yeah, it's fine. He responds, "Pleased to meet you as well." And
Gunter
he waits
just going to
for-
do-
Still, I just want to tell you, when Ishmael saw you reading Call of Cthulhu, he was prepared to bond with you and like you.
Yeah, well, he's a researcher spending most of his life in research. He doesn't do physical contact.
Demi, what do
I'm
we
sorry,
sing when
there's
we
no
piss
fucking
off
time.
what do we sing when we piss off a Malkavian?
Oh my god.
According to what
I know
I
how to do this stuff.
So,
Yes, Jack.
Oh my god. Anyway. Hey, Bacon, introduce yourself.
I was trying. Gunter just takes a step forward to say, I'm Gunter Klosner, and takes a step back.
I also step forward, introduce my name is Kirk Hunt. Pleased to meet you, and then also go back.
You do know we're not in an... Well, maybe we are in a line. Whatever. I just know
I'm
there's
sure
a
you're
table
right.
with a bunch of blood.
Jason just casually does a head bow in recognition for their politeness. And wait.
I want to beam a thought
Well-
into Demi's head.
Yes, you can
You
do
want-
that if you want to.
Want to
Is
use
it just me, or does it feel like this Tremere think he's better than all of us put together?
Oh, that's Tremere in a nutshell.
telepathy?
Just a private little thought to you, Kirk. Enjoy.
Love it.
Now, I need to ask. There is no way to figure out that they are using that, right? Not even with
Nope.
prospects. All right. Yeah.
And
Unless they do something with one of you guys.
yeah.
Yep.
And it's not like it's aggressive in any case, it's just communication.
Yeah. Still worth asking.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, now that you all know each other, I'd like to propose something. I would like Jason here to join your coterie.
Is there a reason, sir?
Well, as a matter of fact, there is. I recently came across some of my friends within the mortal academia who happened to come across some vampires who seem to have gone and broken the masquerade. A lot.
Sir, I believe those vampires
So I decided to
saved
investigate.
your friends' lives.
So I decided to investigate and found that they had not only broken the masquerade, but had also left a body for the a state vampire for the FBI to find. And on top of this, they had done nothing to clean this up. Now, I'm certain there are people who would love to know of this. But I decided that maybe it would be better to speak to some certain individuals and ask their opinion on the whole thing. And how I'm certain they'd like Jason here to join your coterie.
Those are certainly some interesting allegations you have there, sir.
Mm.
Why, one would think
I
that...
made no accusations here at all.
I never said there was any accusations. I said those are some serious allegations.
And even if such a thing was proven to be true, and, well, one could argue that no favors were owed because, well...
And, excluding from the what exactly was so masquerade breaking, excluding this apparently staked vampire?
I don't know. The people turning to ash. The people running screaming after being looked upon. The people running like at the speed of lightning. You know.
Are you saying there was witnesses to such things?
Yes, in fact, there were.
Oh. So, are you saying we should have taken care of these witnesses?
Indeed.
Those very witnesses who are supposedly someone else's pets and someone else's responsibility to control?
Actually, do you guys remember one of the cultists that ran away?
I also know that people running away like that isn't a masquerade breach, you idiot.
Yes, when you use the presence 2 on them, it is.
He was already
No,
a
it
cultist.
isn't.
He was already a breach of the masquerade. He was
Running away in panic of something isn't a masquerade breach.
Yes,
was-
when you
hard
use
to...
presence 2, you reveal your vampiric nature.
Oh, fuck that! The guys that recruited them to serve them, those 2 vampires, they were the ones breaking the masquerade by involving them. No, I accept no responsibility for this.
Jason, as soon as the rudeness was heard, would stand up and look dead-eye into the Machiavellian's eye and say, "Please be careful of your language in front of someone who is of a higher status from any one of us."
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, this like... Oh my
Does
fucking
anyone know that we are visiting these guys? And how soon will their absence be noticed?
Yes, and it'll be noticed very
Oh my
quick
God.
in case you forget who Xandor is.
I mean, if we all just kill these 2 fuckers, how bad could it be, really? We have that other town we could set up rulership over, right?
Oh my god.
Look, I'm trying to defuse the situation, but I'm also trying to make sure that we're not somehow owing boons for no particular reason to the Tremere, when
This-
in all likelihood it should be the other way around.
Yes, exactly. This fucker is in our debt and he's trying to fucking blackmail us? Fuck this shitface.
Especially when we did uphold the masquerade in all but the whole, staking the heart of the vampire.
Yeah, and the cultist? that it doesn't make any sense, Jakalor. He was already a Masquerade Breach, and he is at the feet of the other Setite. There's no way
And
we're
he was
responsible for.
also supposed to have already been caught by the FBI before anyone could have really, documented shit about it.
Like, if he
Is
just
that not what you
present...
said? Is that not how all of our people were taken in by the FBI to the police station?
No,
Yes,
yeah.
I never said that he couldn't have been released some other way, but like using goddamn dominate.
No, my
That's
point
fine,
is,
he
like,
was released.
it's
That's
a
not the
question
point.
of if we are out of character, if we are to blame for Masquerade Breach. In character, if he's trying to present it as such, then that's an in-character discussion with
Yeah.
him.
Out of
Yes, it's
character.
100%. I'm not saying you are actually have done a masquerade breach.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, out of character. Yes, we upheld the masquerade pretty well, actually.
Yes, I do applaud you for that. But yeah,
I'm actually gonna spend a willpower point to read Xandor's mind so that we can communicate properly. Because we need to coordinate this shit, I think.
Yeah, if you want to. If you
Yeah,
want,
about
Xandor
that.
could then connect back to you
So,
if you send
yeah,
a message to him.
there's a thing for that stuff. Which level was the power? Was the thing again?
Auspex 4. I need to spend a willpower point to penetrate the mind of a vampire in order to read it.
It's another thing I'm looking at.
Okay.
Ooh! Yeah, no, you can't. You failed to activate aspects.
Did the stuff with Demi work previously?
No. Oh wait, did I? I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have. No, it shouldn't have. Apparently, I forgot to say that. Yeah, no, it wouldn't have worked.
In that case,
You have-
I
you-
don't
you
waste
have
a
the-
willpower point.
You have
No,
Dominion
you
up?
wouldn't have wasted the willpower point either way.
Yeah.
You won't only after you attempt to use it on him.
Well, I have good news then. If you have Dominion up.
Dominate doesn't work, definitely.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked
Yes.
either there. So, yeah.
Even if he had the generation for it.
I'm face palming so hard with this character because because goddamn. No, your domination would not have worked.
Can I tell that he tried to dominate me?
Yes, it was quite obvious.
Wait, who? My elder? The elder was trying to dominate?
No, weren't you trying to use dominate there when you ordered him?
No, I said be mindful. I didn't activate anything. I was literally saying to him, hold your fucking tongue. I wasn't ordering him to do so.
Oh, no, you were
Okay.
ordering him to do it.
Yeah,
and
it was
Ishmael
not
would
a
respond with a, "Sir, kindly go and fuck yourself," with a splintery branch.
Okay. You just use the voice that's often used for dominate. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Jason would just chuckle at the suggestion, per se. And wait for his elder to resolve this mess.
All right. So with that not working, obviously other things wouldn't work in the current presence either. All right.
Yeah. You can attempt to activate presence since you're not aware it isn't working.
Oh, I'm not using presence.
Sir, I believe it might be better if we were to discuss it perhaps without the presence of young fools.
Yes. He
That
looks
could be very agreeable.
He looks very pointedly at Jason.
Jason, wait, that is... who is looking at me? My elder.
At this
He's
point,
essentially
elder.
asking you to leave.
at this point, Xandor the Elder and Ishmael, at least.
Yeah.
He would notice the look of the elder and grab his book and promptly leave the room to let them to talk.
Well, now that he's out of here for now, let us speak a little more openly, if possible. We did have a time out of this city where we were trying to locate various things. We came across your contacts and ended up embroiled in some kind of a cultist cult centered around a vampire. We realized that they were connected in some way to the Tremere, so we did not wish to influence your contacts over much.
Frankly, it was a
Then
very
we-
bad situation, and we felt the best option would be, well, to let them make their way back to you.
Yes.
It's a good thing they did make it back to me and not to the press, considering what they had to say to me.
Yes, we were just relying on, the Tremere to find a way to deal with that. We weren't sure to mess with something connected to you guys.
I'm sure it would have been taken badly if we had interfered with your servants.
Yes. Sadly, I was forced to make them. I was forced to make them completely aware of the supernatural and blood bond them and all that, but it is taken care of.
Well, that's a relief. We were planning on talking to whoever was in charge of them when we could make contact. We just hadn't gotten around to it.
And as far as we know, any masquerade breaches, excluding the staked vampire we left there, were minimal at best. Certainly nothing that would be tracked or lead anywhere in particular.
You could at least have tried to do something, something along the lines of search of making it look as if it wasn't 100% supernatural,
Dust everywhere. There was some, the cultists. The FBI were already there trying to figure things out. It seemed like it was a bit too hot of an area to try and do anything in the immediate time. Seemed more likely to spiral out of control if we tried to do anything at the moment.
But yes, I did manage to take care of it. But I did expend large amounts of resources to do so, which is why I'm asking you to take Jason into our coterie.
Well, I don't want you to tell you how to carry out your business, but blackmail might not be the best opener with this group. I'm sure we're willing to do business.
Yes, we just feel that we did handle the situation in general appropriately. And we regret how much resources it seems to have expended upon you. But we also feel that we did, not subvert your influence or power. We tried very consciously to avoid that.
Indeed, we made every effort, in fact, to rescue and safeguard your associates.
Well, are you willing to accept Jason into your coterie?
What does he bring to our coterie?
He is
If you are willing to...
allowed to. He has been allowed to use all of his rituals, and it will to aid you in any way. he or you see fit. And if you have a Tremere, and he won't have access to the Tremere library in case, and resources if need be.
If I
That
may
is-
ask, what is the goal of placing him with us? Are you just looking for an appropriate place where he can earn his own keep? Or is there something more?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
You may roll perception and empathy if you wish.
Absolutely!
Sure. So, Auspex is in no way honorable, so...
Yes.
Why are you at 7?
Ah, crap, because it's 7 dice and 6 difficulty and I'm a derp. There we go.
Epic, you notice that he's not telling the entire tale to you.
And I'm
is
assuming I'm
expected.
oblivious.
Yeah, you're oblivious.
That was fairly expected. We'll try to figure it out as stuff goes on. But we have at least managed to get it away from talking as if he was, forcing this upon us as a return for a favor or anything like that. Which makes me happy. So, I'd be willing to take him in.
Well, I see no harm in taking him in on, at the very least, a trial basis to see how well he does, and we can meet in a week or two to discuss how he's doing.
Yes, I'd like that.
Alright.
If
Well,
one
it-
more
it's
thing,
a
sir.
it has been. I
One
wish
more
I could
thing.
say it's been a. Oh,
If you could please ask him to please endeavor to be a bit more polite to the people who are taking him in, that would be so deeply appreciated.
Yes, I will tell him about that.
Thank you.
alright. Well,
So,
I wish I could say it was a complete pleasure to have this meeting, but it has at least been an interesting time making your acquaintance.
Ishmael will stand up and once again offer his hand.
He accepts it.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Yes. Alistair will escort you out.
Of course.
And I assume Jason is called back into the room.
Is Daddy gonna spank him now?
I have no fucking idea.
And that's why most vampires don't survive their mortal span. I'm just imagining that Kane might have had like something like 15 second gens, and we just heard about the ones that managed to survive their initial derps. Jakalors frantically checking his nose to see just how this guy would react and trying to find a way not to kill you right now.
I don't think he'll kill him. At the very least, I really doubt that.
No, he won't kill him. He'll
No.
heavily reprimand him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not after all the trouble he went through talking to us and getting us to accept him.
I know that was actually quite a bit of trouble. I don't think he was expecting us to not just roll over that.
I think we did a pretty good job of, presenting a unified front against him there.
Yes, I would say
Yes.
so. Also, on Jason's defense, he wasn't, informed beforehand to be one way or another. He just defaulted to what he is.
Oh, by the way, does anyone want to read the books he has in his bookshelves, or take a look at them while you're waiting outside?
Might as well. I've always been interested in any
Oh
kind
no,
of
I
knowledge
think this
can
is
gather.
while we are inside talking to
Yes,
him.
while you're inside.
From what I understand, this was just us two talking to him in private, while everyone else is just awkwardly waiting outside.
Yes.
So I'm just waiting on Jakalor to see the reaction of the elder at this point.
No, I'm just asking. Did you read the book? Did you try to read any of the books or anything? Or did you look at them or something?
Demi, say yes. I want to know what your next character is gonna be like.
No, nobody was
Gunther
at all interested in large amounts of books around. Not even
Gunther was
slightly curious.
tempted on stealing them, but he remembered, I don't have my rifle, so won't do that now.
No, you need to roll for that. You don't get to just say no. You have to roll
Oh,
for
yes, it's like a frenzy thing for Ravnos.
No,
No,
he didn't pick that as a thing. Darn.
Yeah, that's not my vice.
Oh, okay.
Darn.
See, he's just a klepto.
Apparently.
I mean, books are always valuable, right? I mean, they have to be handwritten by monks for months, and oh wait, we have the printing presses now.
Yeah, but it isn't an inherent value of the book, it's the stuff inside.
What, he would read the books? That's nonsense. Books are made
You
for
could read the
stealing.
backs of the books.
Still, you're assuming that any character here values thaumaturgy or thaumaturgical knowledge. I don't think any of us
this
do.
isn't about thaumaturgy. He keeps those safely locked up.
That's why
Yeah.
I said if Xandor does get, some time with it, he would look at them, but he probably
Well,
wouldn't really do too.
You could probably take a look at them while you're waiting for Alistair to arrive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So we
this
make
is
him. So we make him ride in the trunk, right? We took one car here. We make him ride in the trunk.
No, he doesn't come with you yet.
He's gonna be sent over to us eventually.
Yeah. But anyway, you mostly see books about eugenics and about biology.
Genetics, biology.
Oh. So wait, Xandor is black-skinned.
Yep.
Oh, what a
Yes.
revolutionary theory! Oh wait, no. Yeah, that's disgusting.
That was fucking glorious.
Xandor knows Ishmael well enough to know that he doesn't mean it, I think. It's just a way to...
Xandor knows
people.
Ismail very, very well. We'll put it that way.
I'm sure you do.
So, Jason, in the future, do not insult any guests. Do not go and command any guests without my leave, and do not go and ever disrespect any of my guests.
Understood, sir.
I may
shall
not be your
return-
sire, but at least you can treat me as I deserve within my own house.
Of course, it was my mistake, sir. It
You
will not
insulted a
happen.
high-ranking Tremere in his domain. Mild fault. Mild foul. Social misstep. It's no biggie.
If it
Happens.
wasn't,
No,
if it
I said,
for the
my
region being
fault.
so fond of you, I would have thrown you out right there and there.
Understood.
Now, please take your leave.
As you wish it, sir. As he promptly leaves to, I would assume his chantry.
Yeah, once these
The
days.
chantry. So,
Is this a chantry?
no, but you don't get to know where it is.
No, that's fine. I'm just wondering, because I'm assuming this wouldn't be a chantry.
Oh no, there aren't enough people around here for it to be a chantry. And you wouldn't even have to go through any wars as far as you're aware.
As far as you people are aware, I assume you're probably X at this point.
You can go back the way you came,
Ishmael would be for waiting for these.
No, I'm talking about to Jason. He can just go back the
Yeah.
way he came. Doesn't
Yeah.
need to go to any hoops.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's exactly
we would
what I was
just be
thinking.
waiting for the
Alistair
weird golem
short-
thing.
arrives shortly and escorts you out.
For once, Ishmael keeps his mouth shut as they walk.
Congratulations, you learned a new skill.
Do you say that in character? Because that would start him off.
Not yet. Not yet. Once we actually get in the car, he will say congratulations. I don't know when you learned that.
So yeah, Alistair escorts you out and then closes the gate and leaves after you drive out.
So that was interesting.
Yes, very.
So, how exactly it went?
Oh, he's trying to put the Tremere in on us to try and, figure out some other... He has some side objectives to it besides, having him just there.
Interesting. Well, at least we managed to convince him that we aren't deep in his debt, I think.
Yes, I'm glad we at least did that.
We're gonna, of course, have to keep an eye on the new guy, but who knows, maybe, just maybe, he might be useful.
And you can always just...
I suppose I'll just make sure real quick. Is there anything particularly important that would be good to tell everyone right here? Or just wait for that?
For that,
Yeah.
Would that work if it's a combo with Auspex?
yes.
Yeah, actually,
will,
it
because
did let it
Serpentis
work,
gets
but without
past
my
it, because
disciplined
not-
prodigy.
It only affects all specs. Yeah.
Oh, so you're
So, I
basing
didn't
off
get my
of whichever discipline is highest for him as the primary, essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And that required Serpentis 5, so...
Yeah. And but he didn't get to use his discipline prodigy for aspects on it. So
Yeah, so it was harder than usual. So I'm just checking if there was anything particularly important revealed that I probably
get
should
his
reveal to
nature,
the
of
party.
course, but that's not really. I'll give it to you.
I'm just trying to check if there's something that would make sense to tell him in character right now, instead of just keeping
Yeah,
it.
that's the nature of Forge.
All right,
Hmm.
thank you.
Nothing really. Nothing. Really
Okay,
that
nothing
pops
really?
up.
That's all. Then yeah, okay.
Yeah. And for Jason.
Don't worry about Jason so far. Handle him later.
So, yes. I think he might have tried to dominate me in there, which means he's confident about his skills in that power, and with relations deteriorating with Danielle.
I'm not so sure. I think he'd probably know that Dominate wasn't working.
Actually, he
He was
didn't,
just-
but it might have sounded like.
Oh, he definitely sounded like you were using Dominate.
Yes, it doesn't matter if you didn't, it sounded
Yeah,
like that to Ishmael, so he's assuming you're a little bitch now, and
I'm not so sure he was trying to use Dominate.
Oops. I just stopped paying him out.
But he was probably being very serious about what he was talking about.
well, yeah. I remember back talking to another Malkavian once. I ended up thinking I was a rubber ducky and had to build a fleet of fishes for a week. It was not a fun time.
Alright.
Oh, Kirk, by the way, why did you come back home drunk with the Bruja Elder?
Wait, what?
Since I reminded him, does he get another roll to
Yes, you
remember?
get roll at 5. Your intelligence alertness at 5.
You're
I
welcome,
thought it would
Demi.
increase with time, not decrease.
Well, it decreases because it's he reminded pretty thoroughly.
Okay.
You're welcome, Demi.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. This is remembering, and this is conflicted basically would be on the same night because I wouldn't remember that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be using a willpower
Actually,
point for
the
this.
full
Okay.
last night, you were thinking you got fucked by a man, so 2 nights have passed now.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll still just spend the willpower point. My extra successes help even if I get it. So difficulty 5, you say?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
Success.
You
in
remember
theory.
most of the parts about that night.
I remember parts.
You remember most of it.
You don't remember the morning of passionate lovemaking, though. You just hear the sounds.
Now you're convinced you fucked the Brewhilder.
Well, no, he got fucked by the Brewhilder, to be exact.
I mean, he came back home, Ishmael was there. What happened towards the morning? Why was I in his apartment? Why did Ishmael say come home with the Brewhilder? What did the 3 of us do?
Oh god.
I think a threesome probably happened.
I mean, it's called the triangle, Demi.
I love
Oh,
triangles.
Beowulf confirmed homosexual. Okay.
He has been on Earth for thousands of years. He doesn't give a shit anymore for gender, I would assume.
To be fair, most of the gender stuff for most of the time has generally been just fine.
Yeah, vampires usually don't.
Status in society a little bit different, but
I don't think Beowulf...
Vampires.
I don't
Vampires,
think-
the unusual people who have the most gender equality in the world.
Hmm.
that's just because they come from different areas and etc. etc. The power of a child could easily exceed you by magnitude. So,
Is Kirk's mind blown?
Probably a fuse or two.
Demi, is Kirk's mind blown? Did Ishmael reinforce his success?
I'm more confused than anything else.
congratulations.
Ishmael is pleased.
So detailing my story, how I remember it then. I got beaten up, went to a bar, got really drunk, went back to Ismail, threesome. Okay.
Congratulations, Debbie. Made it to the lover status of the Bruja Elder.
Oh,
And as long as the Brewhilder doesn't remember, you might actually convince him that it really happened.
Sadly, I don't think I'm gonna get status out of that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna stay a secret.
Demi, here's the thing. This might well lead you to becoming gay lovers with the Brewhilder, and then you're really gonna be fucking mad. Now, hold on, my dear. I have a lot of potence, and this might hurt just a little.
Yeah, a Bruja fisty. That is not something you want to see.
Roll your soak.
Older mistake.
Demi, stop digging your own hole. Come on now.
Oh, you did. You showed us a good example of how to dig your own hole, Steel.
Hey, it was just my character being himself. He wasn't pre-told before, alright?
I mean, when you're so
Don't worry,
sheltered
I'm
as a Tremere, that insulting a group of crazed lunatics seems like a good idea.
Surprisingly, I do stand with Steele. He was being in his character.
Like, I wasn't said like, hey, you know, do not fuck with them. I was just said, come here at that hour. Nothing else.
Hmm. Well, it's hard for me to judge if it was a character due to knowing very little about what your character actually is like.
Yeah.
So
So
let us.
I will just state, because I do have that kind of information, he was definitely in character.
Mm-hmm. Well, it beeped a while ago, somewhere in the middle of that conversation with the dude, I think, so we can take a break, split the video.
I think it's almost time to go. I think only like one more thing would happen.
Well, we are gonna wrap up. That's gonna be another 20-30 minutes. Then we're gonna hand out
Yeah, that's
experience and
true.
willpower. That's another 20. So we're gonna have nearly a full episode yet anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.